If you are a photographer and you're wonderful at what you do, but you're horrible at making sure your contracts protect you, let's turn this off, and you don't know how to deal with it and you don't know what to include this video is exactly what you should have clicked, so lucky you. I'm about to meet a client. I thought, you know what, if I'm meeting with a client, then I should just take this opportunity to teach you guys how to deal with your clients. So I have 6 things to include in your contracts. Number 1 is you have to identify which usage rights they have. Now, there are 4 major categories for usage rights. You take a picture. For easy math, we're gonna say $1,000 as your sitting fee. Now, if you're a student of my step pricing class, you'll realize that I'm gonna make sure that you exceed that $1,000 as soon as possible, and I show you how, and I give you all the tips and tricks and everything. By the way, STEP stands for secret, 2, easy, photography, and then pricing. So there's like this little step ladder thing where you are climbing up the steps, and it'll be step pricing, step websites, etc. In that course, I talk about the 4 major types of rights. There is promo, there is commercial, there is merch, and then there is buyout. And how we divide it up is this. So assuming you have a $1,000 sitting fee, the images that are in that contract should all have the promo rights. And that doesn't mean all of them. You never give everybody all the images. Let's just say there are 8 of like whatever number of pictures you take, they get 8 with the promo rights. You have to let them know that they have promo rights only. So they cannot sell it as a commercial, put it on merch, and they don't have a total buyout on it. That has to be in the contract. If you're wondering what the heck are these different things, well, step pricing tells you, but Walid is going to tell you right now. Very, very slim tip of the iceberg explanation, but you're going to get a good idea. Promo just means that you can take my artwork and promote your product. So that means you could put it on a billboard, because you can't really sell a billboard. You could put it on a banner ad, you could put it in a magazine ad, because you're not selling that magazine. A publisher is, but you're not. You're not selling that billboard, etc. You get it. And then we have commercial. And commercial is that they still are the major product, but then you are the packaging. So you're helping sell that in a commercial market space. Toothpaste would be a wonderful one. Big smile, okay? But no one's buying it because of that smile. People are buying it because what is inside of that tube? If you were to put the image of a model that I photographed with beautiful white teeth smiling, that is a commercial product. But you would say you can't put it on everything. You have to identify this would be for this song on an album, this toothpaste, this book. Get the idea. Now let's go to merch. Merch means that you're no longer the packaging on the art, which you would be in the commercial world right here, and you are the art. So here's an example. This hoodie, if I was in a concert and you have, I don't know, J. Cole's picture on it, suddenly I am the art, because you can't put this damn hoodie to your ear and listen to it, right? So the recording artist is making money from my art, not from their art. So you get a bigger piece of the pie. A book cover would be here, commercial, but a book of photographs would be up here. You get that. If you have questions, you put them down there. I read everything, I respond to everything. Then here is buyout. That's just like, yo, I don't know if you're gonna be around. I don't know if I wanna talk to you after this. I don't know anything. But I do know that I don't wanna negotiate more for this and this or this, so I'm just gonna do a buyout. If you're wondering, okay, what does that cost? Again, my step pricing course is gonna like hold your hand through every single thing. But if I was to just give you a quick example right now, if you were to charge $1,000 for a sitting fee, and that should include the promo rights up here, then what should you be charging for commercial rights? Well, you would take the first $1,000 as your sitting fee, because you're still sitting no matter what, and then I would charge about $300 per image on top of the $1,000. So let's just say they're like, you know what, I want one image to be commercial rights and I want it to be on the cover of this one record cover. It would be $300 extra. Now keep in mind, you should be charging, like if you're doing big record covers and stuff, you should be charging at least like $10,000 for your sitting fee. This should be $3,000 per image to use the rights. Because on Spotify, on Apple, on wherever you're seeing my picture, that's what's making people click. And now what about this guy up here? You want to put, someone wants to put your art on a hoodie, on a t-shirt. Well, I would probably charge, it depends, and step pricing will go through this, on your market value, on their market value, on a couple other factors. Link down below. It's literally the best pricing course on the market, hands down, guaranteed. So if you were to do the merchandise, then I would say an additional $800 to $1,000 for the rights to make money off of my image. So imagine, and I'll give you a real life example that I went through. Now imagine you have $1,000 sitting fee. Someone's like, I love this picture. We want to put it as a record cover. Boop, right there. $700, let's just say. Be a little conservative. So you're like, it's 700 plus the 1,000, it's $1,700. And they're like, but we love it so much that we want to put it on a t-shirt. But we're new artists, etc., etc. So you like, and you can negotiate. And you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to give you the greatest deal. $1,000. Done. $1,000 for sitting fee. $700 for the commercial fee. $1,000 for the buyout. You're at $2,700. Now, what if you don't want to deal with any of this stuff? You just want to deal with the buyouts. What they're paying for is a convenience. What they're paying for is never having to contact you again, or at least for a certain amount of time. This is why it's important to have your usage rights and your licensing in your contract. This video is still about what you should include in your contract, but I'm not about to tell you that and not explain the rest. The buyout, I would say probably just charge me like $3,500. And you don't have to deal with this or this or this, okay? You still retain the copyrights, they just have a buyout to use it for a certain amount of time. Now the second one is payment terms. Now this should be the second thing that should be included in your contracts. The payment terms, my payment terms are 50% down. That's how I'm gonna write your name on my calendar. This day is blocked for that person. I want you to adopt the same thing. We talk about this where? In step pricing course, link down below. 50% down in case they cancel on you. That is a non-refundable deposit. You didn't lose everything. In case they are late on their payments, you can at least pay your crew, because that 50%, if you budget the right way, should cover everyone else's costs and you're not paying out of pocket. Before I pick up my camera, I need another 25% down. So now I'm at 75%, and you owe me how much? 25% once I deliver, upon delivery. Has to be in your contracts. Number 3, cancellation and rescheduling policies. So things happen, life happens, people become jerks, people have emergencies sometimes, but if they cancel on you, if something happens in someone's life, it's how you want to do your business. Sometimes they're like, we're not releasing an album anymore. The label dropped that person. Great, you still owe me a kill fee, a change fee, just whatever you want to call it, the cancellation, reschedule. And that's important for you to be covered, because what happens is, if I tell people someone hires you, okay? So you've been working on this project for like 10 days. And all of a sudden they say, hey, we're not doing this anymore. So sorry, that sucks. Good luck to you. That's pretty much the energy of it. That sucks for you, because people may have called you and said, hey, are you available on this date? Like, no, not only on that date, but like a week before, because I'm prepping for the shoot. You've taken yourself off the market. It's as if you are in the grocery store and someone takes this bottle of water and takes it off the shelf, and it's no longer available to even be seen by the market. That has a lot of effect, and water right now sounds great. I would absolutely include that in my contracts. The next thing is an editing and retouching fee. Whether you do video or you do photo, I'll break it down for you. In my contracts, I give you 2 rounds of revisions. Thereafter, I am charging you an additional amount. I charge in 30-minute increments. If I work for 12 minutes to make a last-minute change that was extra, I'm billing you for 30 minutes. If I do a last minute change because it wasn't included in the contract and it was extra and it takes 42 minutes, I am billing you for 1 hour in 30-minute increments. You want to be tough about this because you want to draw the line, because give an inch, the client takes a mile, 1,000 miles. I don't know what the saying is. I wasn't born here, I don't know. You also want to explain to them how much editing is included in that. For example, in photography, you could say, let's say you're doing weddings, and you could say, there's 3 different types of retouching that I do. There is take everything and flip it, take all the blurry stuff out, make everything just sort of color match. That's level 1. Level 2 would be adding some color, some grain, like some S-curves, etc. Level 3 would be precise retouching. You want to reshape somebody, you want to clean the lines, etc. You want to specify that in your contracts and say this includes 2 rounds of revision up to level 2. Please see notes below. Level 1, 2, and 3 means that. Then you also want to say how much additional per hour. That additional per hour stops a Karen from Karening on you. So what they're gonna say is, how about this? And I talked to my sister and she says make that change. And then, you know, my neighbor says this. Lady, if your sister's name was not on the check and your neighbor's name was on the check, why are they included in the post-production conversation? You want to lay out all the boundaries so there are no fights. A lot of fights in photography, in video, in directing, etc. is in the post process because someone's like, I thought this, you said that. Now, lady, it's written all right here and you signed it. The next one is a behind the scenes clause. And this is something that I've dealt with personally very recently. A behind-the-scenes clause means that the behind-the-scenes photographer or videographer cannot duplicate, actually I have an exact example for you. So this is something that I had just sent to a client last week. And it's a nice proposal, and my proposals are beautiful, and they go, and it's got everything. But I'd like to read for you, you see there's like black writing, I don't know if you can see, and then white writing right there. The white writing is a disclaimer that I would like to read for you. And I would like for you to copy it word for word. In fact, we should put it on screen right here. The behind-the-scenes photographer slash videographer, if any, is required to focus on capturing the crew and overall production process. They may not replicate or imitate the creative direction, lighting, or composition of the primary photography or video shoot. All behind-the-scenes shots should include production elements and not duplicate key shots or setups. Failure to do so means the production comes to an immediate halt until the problem is remedied. And let me just tell you something right now. When I tell you until the problem is remedied, what I mean is until your behind-the-scenes photographer formats that SD card in front of me. Make sure you include that. Now, the final one kind of leans into that. It's about social media and making sure that you are protected and that your creative is protected. So on all entry points, when somebody comes in, you can't say, uh-oh, you didn't see it. It's on the door right there at eye level, in the hallways. It's by the restrooms. It's where people like the gather to get water or snacks, etc. And you're going to say it. And then you're going to say it and you're going to have that recorded. It's that serious. People oftentimes race to the presses to be the first one to post something. At a wedding, a lot of times the bride and groom haven't even told people that they're getting married, and there's that guest in row 7 that posts a picture and you're like, thanks for revealing our wedding, thanks for revealing my dress and etc. So you want to make sure that you're protected. And this is really particularly important in a commercial space. And so what I do is I put something on the wall that says, this is a shoot that is from an important project. Failure to respect the privacy of the creative means you can jeopardize the entire project. You can jeopardize the marketing. You could put tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions at risk because of your rookie move. Please don't post anything until the artist or the management or the record label posts first. Please don't reveal anything. Please just follow the lead of when the video, when the photo shoot, when the catalog or the magazine or etc. has come out, we will provide BTS, or at that point you can go ahead and publish. It's really important to let people know that not only are you not financially responsible for their mistake in a potential lawsuit, but you will make sure that you keep your hands clean, and if you have to help the case, you're gonna do that. So you wanna type it out, you wanna say it, and you wanna have documentation of it. It's that serious. So imagine like a super big A-list artist is recording a music video and then the hairstylist posts one of the looks. It's gone. The big secret, the big reveal of the music video. You may have leaked that there's an album coming out ahead of the record label doing it the right method. You're in a lot of trouble. So you want to make sure that that's there. You want to make sure that you protect yourself, your crew, your company, your pocketbook, and say, I told people in writing at entry points where the bathrooms were, where they go and get water, don't do this. I told people verbally, here's a video footage of me doing it. I truly, truly hope this helps you. I truly hope that you understand how much value you have. You have questions about anything, you put that down there. I'll read it. You want to do really good in your business. You want to know what you're worth. You want to charge what you're worth. You want to be able to buy a house and a car and save for retirement and vacations because of your camera. Learn how to price right. Stop making excuses. Stop jumping around to different YouTube channels. Follow one method. If you're interested in the way I teach and you've Googled what I have done, it's walidazami.com. Step pricing is my course that I use to this day, and I've been refining it, making it better and better and better and better. Get on it. It's linked down below. If this helps you, please give it a thumbs up. You know, the whole algorithm game. Okay? Thank you so much. I am going to go meet with my client now. Actually, I'm going to go wear a t-shirt because it's hot in there and it was cold in here because this AC. All right. Hope that helps.